So 6 days out from the photo shoot today. That is some of my check-in. Body weight has stayed exactly the same as yesterday. So probably going to see some updates today. I'll send that check-in across to Jace and then I will report back with what he has to say. Probably going to see a bit of a food drop today because we do want that weight to start tapering down before we carb up for the shoot next Wednesday. So when it comes to ab training, I think you need to do a variety of weighted stuff, body weight stuff. So what I've been doing throughout this diet phase is, one day I'll do the weighted crunches, the cable crunches, the heavy kind of work, but in like that 15 to 20 rep range. And the following day I'll do things like I'm doing today, like a decline crunch, hanging leg raise, and I'll probably just finish with some planks and vacuums. And I think that abs can be trained every single day if you want to get the most out of them because they can recover so quickly. Definitely working. So that is stretching, abs and cardio done. As you can see, absolutely drenched. 40 minutes on the stairs definitely doesn't get any easier. On Naomi's training days, I just come to the gym with her in the morning. So she's in here about an hour and a half, so I do my abs, 40 minutes cardio, and then I just literally walk on the treadmill until she's done. So usually get about 20-25 minutes worth of steps in. As you can see from yesterday's video, the majority of my day is spent behind the laptop screen. So if I don't do steps on the morning first thing, then I'm always trying to catch up in the evening. So when I do this, it just means that by the time I get home, by the time I start work, treadmill's not working today. Must be getting that skinny that it's saying there's no one on it. By the time I get home from the gym, I've done my abs, I've done my 40 minutes cardio, and I've usually done 4K steps as well. So that leaves me with 6K to do throughout the rest of the day, which I can easily do just from going to the gym training, going for a walk to the shops in the afternoon, getting a coffee or whatever, and then by the end of the day, we do the lap of Bondi Beach and that's 10K boxed off. I've just dropped Naomi off at work, it's 8:30 and I've got my haircut today. So Thursday is always haircut day, I always get it done on a Thursday morning, so it's fresh for the weekend. But my haircut's in 15 minutes, so brought the laptop. We haven't got no time to be sat twiddling thumbs, so I'm literally just outside my barber's now, probably just going to get through maybe 1 or 2 check-ins before my appointment. Obviously it just stops me falling behind on work too much then, that's all. That is what we call a successful morning. Cardio done, 5K steps done, haircut done. Now it's time to get some work done. Time to get stuck in to some check-ins. So I've literally got 8 people who checked in late from yesterday. So I just try and get all my clients to check in before 9 AM. Obviously with the time difference in the UK, if it comes to any later than that, I'm going to be in bed. So I literally work up until going to bed every night. And then anybody that's late with the check-ins, some people work nights and things like that, so obviously there's always going to be a few late ones. I just picked that up the following morning. So we've got 8 late check-ins from yesterday, and then we've got 4 or 5 Australian client check-ins as well to get through. So going to get stuck into these now. It's 10 o'clock, see how long this takes, and then we'll go train legs today. Spoke about these in a couple of my other videos, but honestly it makes you like the most dialed in you will ever be. I've just done about 15 check-ins in 90 minutes. I'm not kidding, I'm not come up for air. Like, you're just like, ba, 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 ba. And you feel like, until you kind of come away from what you're doing, you don't realise how quick time's gone. They literally just make you laser focused. If you're someone who has a busy office job or something that you need to be like focused on, they are an absolute game changer. Like when I've got a busy day, previously my days used to go on and on and on because I'd do some check-ins, go on Instagram, make a coffee, do this, do that. Now I take one of those and 2 hours has gone like that. And I've done check-ins, I've done new starter plans, and everyone's replied to on my WhatsApp, and it's like, they are an absolute godsend. They are a proper game changer. Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays are by far my busiest days. Tuesdays a little bit quieter, Fridays pretty busy, and then I try and keep weekends away from check-ins as much as possible, other than my prep clients, obviously, who are checking in every day or every other day. And that just allows me to do some of my content stuff on a weekend, but it also gives me time to actually chill out a little bit, go out for some food with Naomi, go away for the day, do whatever we want to do. Because up until a couple of months back, I was literally working 7 days a week, 14, 16 hour days, and it kind of gets on top of you. So now I still work crazy hours every single day, but I just try and stay away from the laptop as much as possible, especially on a Sunday. Oh man, what a shame. That one's pretty kind on the knees, isn't it? For a year I get a new injury. Like even getting under this now, like my shoulder feels like it's going to snap. And that's another leg session wrapped up. That will probably be the last leg session before the shoot next week, I would imagine. Literally just come upstairs now onto the treadmill because I've only done 7,000 steps and I already know that the rest of my evening is going to be sat behind the laptop. I've got a call, some check-ins to do, some YouTube to edit. So when I know that I'm going to be sat down for the rest of the day, I just like to make sure that 90% of my steps are done by the time I leave the gym, and then that means that I'm never going to miss out on my steps. Second day in a row this happened, got sidetracked, burnt the chicken, yet again, absolutely cremated. So I've literally just been trying to pack my suitcase because obviously we're heading home in 10 days, 9 days I think it is. I did a YouTube video, set it to upload, then started doing some packing, completely forgot the chicken was cooking. Yes mate, hope you're good. Thank you for getting the check-in across, pal. Obviously a bit of a stinker this week, bit of stress, but I don't think we've done no damage when I look at this. Are you sleeping well? So obviously when you watch it saying you've overdone it, let me know on that. I'm going to swap the Stairmaster to treadmill just for this week and just see how you get on. So I'm just going through some of my check-ins now. The majority of these are my UK clients, and I just thought I'd film a few just so I can give you a bit of an insight into what a check-in actually looks like. Henry, whose check-in I've just done, he's just got back off holiday, feeling a little bit run down, feeling a little bit fatigued, so giving him some extra food, pulled back on output a little bit and recommended some supplements. And then this check-in here, this is Tegan, one of my bikini competitors. I've coached Tegan for a long time now. We did a photo shoot last year, then she decided she wanted to compete. So we did a long, about 8-10 month off season. She's put on ridiculous amounts of muscle, and we've literally just started prep a couple of weeks back. Morning Tegan, hope you're good. Thank you for getting a check-in across. Hope you've had a good week so far. Let's see where we are at. Training's going well, still getting PBs, perfect. So if we can continue to get PBs, if we can continue to hold on to strength for the majority of this prep, then that tells us that you're going to hold on to all the muscle, if not grow a little bit as well. So that is always the goal. And we are 0.8 kilos down this week, so that is a good drop. So you join me again down Bondi Beach, just getting my final few steps of the day in. I've not filmed much since getting back from the gym because I've literally not moved from my laptop for the last 5-6 hours. Obviously trained legs and my legs were starting to cramp up, so all the check-ins are done. So I've literally just come out now I've already done my steps, like I need to do 10k, I've done about 11. But in a fat loss phase, I always think if you can do more, do a little bit more, like it's not going to kill you doing a few more steps. And if we wake up with a new low tomorrow, happy days. But yeah, I just needed to loosen the legs off. So I've got a few updates from Jace. Carbs have been pulled down, probably by about 75 grams I think it is. I've not really worked it out, but a little bit less cereal, a little bit less rice, and unfortunately the squares bar has been taken. But we're just going to run lower food now for probably 3 days before we carb up ahead of the shoot next Wednesday. Probably run low food Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I would imagine, maybe even Sunday. Carb load Monday, Tuesday, do the shoot on Wednesday, just show you the beach. Nothing too exciting in the dark. Not a lot going off at all down here at this time of night, but that is 6 days out from the shoot. Vlog just about wrapped up. Tomorrow is Friday, so we'll see what Friday brings. Thank you for watching.